I've received some questions recently regarding the Catholic Church's social teaching, and so I thought I might speak a little bit about that in this video, and then I think maybe this could be the beginning of a series of little explanations about the social teaching of the Catholic Church, because it's a little bit involved, although not hard for us to understand once we get into it. The Church's social teaching is part of her overall teaching, the way that we bring the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ to our particular circumstances, our particular time and place. The bishops of the United States have identified several principles that help us understand what it means to follow the social teaching of the Church. We know that God has created us as social beings. None of us can live or survive totally by ourselves, and so naturally living as a human being, and then certainly living as a follower or a disciple of Jesus Christ, involves our interaction with other people and our use of the things of this world. And so the bishops have drawn our attention to several guiding principles that help us understand how we not just think about our faith, how we not just nurture a private relationship with Jesus, but also how we follow the gospel as stewards of our own bodies, our own health, our possessions, our time, our intellect, our talents, but also how we are good stewards of our relationships with other people. The foundational principle of the Church's social teaching, and it's a foundational principle really of our understanding of what it means to be human, what it means to have a relationship with God. The foundational principle is the dignity of the human person and of human life. We realize that we really can't respect the teachings of the gospel and live up to the expectations of the gospel if we're not willing to accept in some way, at least at the beginning, that we each have been created in the image and likeness of God, that it's important if we're going to have a loving relationship with God, if we're going to have life in Jesus Christ, that we have a respect for ourselves and for the holy purpose for which God has created us and put us in relationship with the world and with other people. And of course, the second aspect of that principle is that then we recognize the dignity of every other human person whom we encounter in this world. Some of those encounters are very casual. There are some people that God has put very close to us, with whom we have particular relationships and responsibilities. And in all cases, we know we're challenged by the gospel to have a profound respect for the dignity of that person. That extends then to some larger responsibilities in society, where we see that we have a responsibility to care for those who are vulnerable, those who are weak, those who are in need, who may not be able to care for themselves or protect themselves, but who depend on their brothers and sisters in the human community to uphold their dignity. So we'll look in some following videos about more of the principles of Catholic social teaching that help us navigate life in this world as followers of Jesus Christ. But we're satisfied to begin with the principle which is really founded in God's revelation, that we're created in the image and likeness of God. So is everybody else. And so the way we treat ourselves and the way we treat others is shaped by that basic understanding of human dignity, the respect that's owed to every human life, the dignity of every human person.